Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are at episode 27. If you guys watched my previous video, I'm not sure if I said episode 25 or 26. Might have messed that up. But no, this is in fact, I did some counting. This is in fact episode 27 of Car Mechanic Simulator. It is Saturday, and that means we are doing Story Order Saturday. But first, before we start Story Order Saturday, I just want to give a little heads up on the 4 cars that we bought the other day in the barns. I have completed this Bolt Reptilia. It is 100% complete. I'm going to hold off on selling these until we get all of them done. Hopefully I'll have these two here done today. I also have in the garage our Bolt Hornet here. Bottom half of the car is pretty much done. The only thing we need to work on now is the engine compartment and all of that in there, as well as the body parts. And then that one will be done. The engine is over here. Wait. Did I get done? Oh no, did I? Uh-oh. Okay, well, kind of did a little goof there. I took that whole engine apart, and instead of repairing the pieces, I accidentally sold them because I have no used pieces in here. So it looks like we'll be building that one from scratch. Not a big deal. Maybe we'll throw in some performance parts and stuff just to see how fast this guy will go, and then we'll sell it because performance parts gives you more money. And then of course we have that bolt cape and that truck out there. I'll probably do this one because it's a V8. I'll do the truck next because the truck is an inline 6. It'll just give me a break from having to work on V8s. And then I'll do that bolt cape for another V8. But for now, let's check our orders. Let's get our first... Oh, I need to make some space. Oops. Okay. I'll put you in lift number 1. Okay, now we'll get our first story order car. What sort of problems do we have today, sir? Oh, it looks like an El Camino. That's kind of cool looking. Well, first off, you need to be washed, that's for sure. Alright, what do we got going on here? It's a V8 OHV, so that's good. That's 6P. Alright, bought this car for work. I need a packable, reliable car. Wanted the body to be in a reasonable condition. The rest can be replaced. This specific car was mishandled. The suspension looks as if somebody treated curbs and rocks as minor obstacles. The rims and exhaust system has also seen better days. The rest require a look to see if any minor repairs are needed. Oh, I trust you know what you're doing. Of course, I've only done this a few hundred times. I prefer that the parts be new to me so that it doesn't fail me at the most inopportune time. Alright, so we got to change the oil and drain it. We need to change the brake fluid, coolant fluid, and do a wheel alignment. Do we have anything to do? We have a camshaft, crankshaft. Piston rings. Alright, well, piston rings pretty much means the engine has to come out. So... which means you gotta take the whole engine off, but it's only it's a 6P V8 engine, so I think they have they have a different I think they have a different setup. No, use the thing. They have a different setup with oh, what am I talking? What am I trying to say here? The valve push rods, I think, is what I'm talking about. I think that's a different one. Any other tasks? Oh, this is all just... Okay, this is all just interior stuff. Exhaust manifold, front pipe section, front exhaust section. Alright, so let's go ahead. Since we're underneath here, we'll go ahead and get rid of this muffler section. This definitely needs to be fixed. We need 2 rear mufflers for a V8, a middle muffler, and then a front exhaust pipe section. Front exhaust pipe section for a V8 OHV. Nice. Let's see. I don't... Front exhaust pipe. Hold on. What is it again? Front exhaust pipe. V8 OHVC. That should be up front, right? Front exhaust pipe. V8 OHV. Yeah. C. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take this guy off. Just because I think we have to do that to take the engine out. But we will go ahead and throw these guys on. Oh, I need another V8 muffler. Forgot we needed two. Okay, middle muffler. And then we'll start taking everything apart here. Get the starter off. Starter's 19%. Alright, let's bring this guy down. Oh no. I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh man, I don't like this car already. I literally just got stuck underneath the car because of his big old tires. That's not cool. Come on, man. Okay, what? Front exhaust section? I did. Oh, those sections. Well, darn. Actually, those are rusted, so we're probably going to have to fix those guys as well. Let's try not to get stuck again. That one is in 71% condition. That one needs to be fixed. So that's front exhaust section V8 OHV D. Front exhaust section... Oh. V8 OHV D. We'll grab that guy. Okay. Try not to get stuck here. Can I pull the engine out from here? Nope, didn't think so. I tried. Alright, let's bring this guy down. Take this engine apart. Should be pretty quick. This engine is a little bit different, but it should be somewhat okay. We gotta take everything apart anyway, so... Only because we got to get to the piston rings and whatnot, so that's exciting. Oh, rusted bolt. This guy. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the engine here because we got to get this. I think we got to replace this clutch plate as well. Oh, just the flywheel. Flywheel's got to come off. Oops. Rod caps. Looks like we got a couple rod caps that need to be replaced as well. Those two. We got one crankshaft bearing cap that needs to be fixed. That one's also in bad shape, so the first four on the left need to be fixed. The crankshaft, these crankshaft bearing caps are fine. Okay, that one is good. Oh, that one's got a rusted bolt, but other than that, that's okay. This guy needs to be replaced. Okay, so the first four, and then that one there. The other rod caps are fine. Yeah, 75%. Okay, rotate you back over. Get over here to the front half. the ignition coils and stuff here. Oh no, rusted bolt. Oops. There's another arm. Yeah, there it is. It's trying to hide from me over here. Timing cover. Timing chain. These all look okay. Fuel filter looks like it's in good condition, so we're just going to leave that there. I think our engine block is also good condition too. Spark plugs look like they need to be swapped out as well. Oops. That exhaust manifold has got to be fixed for sure. Yeah, see these rocker arms here, perfect. I like these rocker arms because they don't require a lot. Just 3 screws. Look at that. We still have to do the valve push rods. I'm okay with that. As long as I don't have to sit there and do each individual rod, I'll take it. A lot of these valve rods are in the 70s. There's only a few that need to be fixed. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll put the pistons in. We'll put the exhaust manifolds and stuff on because obviously we know we can actually we'll hold off on that. We'll put the spark plugs together. That spark plug needs to be swapped out, but I think these are okay. So that one's okay. That one's okay, and that one seems to be alright too. Yeah, so those 3 there are fine, so we'll leave those alone. We'll get 5 spark plugs. And then what we'll do is we won't put any of the valve push rods in until we get it in the car, because then we can highlight which ones we need to fix. I don't want to waste too much money on fixing the wrong ones, you know what I mean? Get this guy out. I don't think we need to fix our crankshaft. Our camshaft I think needs to be swapped out, but other than that, our crankshaft looks to be okay. So we'll leave the crankshaft in there. Is our camshaft? Yeah, our camshaft needs to be swapped out. Okay, so let's grab our let's grab our piston rings. I know it said we needed piston rings, and they're fairly cheap, so we'll just buy all 8. Let's go back over here and make sure there's no pistons that need to be swapped out, because if there is, then we're going to have to camshaft, crankshaft bearing cap, we know what that is. Flywheel, ignition wires, piston rings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rubber bushings. We got rod caps that need to be swapped out. We know which ones those are. Solid axle control and spark plug. We know which one those are. We only have 5. Yep. And then the valve push rods. So we'll go ahead and highlight these valve push rods so we know which ones. And then we need that one exhaust manifold V8 OHVD. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these guys on. I'm also going to go ahead and buy this flywheel and the exhaust manifold. There it is. Okay. That way we have a lot already put together. These are the rod caps that needed to be replaced. Can't believe I goofed trying to get rid of the V8 engine parts that I didn't need. Unfortunately, I goofed and sold all of the engine parts. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I'm gonna get this piston in here. What is this? Camshaft? It's just a V8 OHVC, right? Yeah. V8 OHVC. There you are. Go ahead and put you in there since you're already there. Get this guy in here. Get this guy in here. This guy was okay. It was the other guy that needed to be replaced. This one here. And these guys were okay. Nope, wrong one. Okay, and then our oil pan should be alright. Yep, oil pan is good to go. Alright. Let's get our oil filter for our V8. I think it was a V8, the yellow one. Yeah. That thing is good. What about our timing chain? Timing chain is good. If we can put a lot of this stuff on here before we put the car back in, the engine back in the car, I'll take it. Just because I don't want to have to deal with this mess getting in the way. Arm A. Arm B. Where you at? There you are. Power steering pump. Good to go. Alternator's good as well. This is good. This is really good. Ignition. Ignition distributor. Let's get our clips on here too, because we got to do our wires. Our ignition wires need to be swapped out. Come on, there we go. Serpentine belt B. V8 OHVC. Wait, is it C? Yep. And then the other one. Serpentine belt A. 29%. Let's just go ahead and give him a new one. I think it does need to be replaced though, so that's good. Ignition coil is good, and our radiator fan is good. All right, so we should be good there. We'll get our exhaust, our new exhaust manifold in here. Okay, we need 5 spark plugs. And then we need our ignition wires for V8 OHV. I want to say it's F. It looks like F, so we're taking a chance on this one. So these are all new ones that we're going to be replacing, because these all needed to be new. Okay. All right, put the other ones on over here. That one needed to be new. That one was okay. Let's get this guy together. Okay, and then our last 2 spark plugs will go right here. Okay, let's take this guy off. We're going to put him over here in our engine. And that way it'll highlight what pieces we need. Let's move you over to lift number 2 just in case I get stuck. Alright. Sorry. Add parts. Okay, so we've got our intake manifold here that we don't really need yet. Okay, so we need to add, let's go ahead and add the, that one is good. That one is good. Okay, so those 4 right there. So we need 4 on this side. It's the most tedious part right here is the valve push rods. I gotta go all the way over to the back here. And they were the F's, right? Yeah. Okay, so we need 4 on this side. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here. We'll get our rod cap on. And that should be it for this side here. Not really sure what I'm missing to get those ignition wires on. I might have to get the engine heads on first before we do that. So that's probably what it is. Because I know I've got all the spark plugs in already. You know, for a car that this guy bought, it's really not in too bad a shape, other than the valve push rods. What about this air filter? Good to go. All right. Okay, now what valve rods do we need here? Oh, so we only need 3. Perfect. So we'll put the new ones in first. And we'll finish these up right here. Last 2. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and check our list, make sure that that is good. Ignition wires still haven't been fixed. All the piston rings are good. The outer tie rod. We'll go ahead and mark these. Leaf spring U-bolts. These are all going to be front spring. These leaf spring plates are going to be in the back. Rubber bushings, of course. Solid axle control arm. Oh, the starter. Okay, the starter needs to be swapped out. Cool. We got the spark plugs. All the valve push rods are done. The wheel hub bearings are done. Let's go ahead and get rid of these valve push rods out of the way so we don't have too much blue going on around here. Perfect. Alright, let's get this guy on here. Hopefully this will get let us put our, yeah, there's our ignition wires. Ah, V8 OHVD. We messed up. Grabbed the wrong one. Dang it. There it is. We also need a starter anyways, so we'll go ahead and grab that. This should be the last piece we need for the engine. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll drain our, because I think it wants us to drain the coolant, right? And brake fluid. Change to drain the oil, change to brake fluid, coolant fluid. Okay. Where is the... Where's the oil cap? I think the oil cap on the right side? I think that's it on the right side there. Yeah, there it is. Come over here. go ahead and lift this guy up. We'll work on the back first because it looks like it needs the least amount of work. I did see a couple, saw a plate, and I think I saw 3 of those, 1 of those, and then we'll grab like 4 of those. We'll grab 4 of those. Okay. That's the only thing that needs to be swapped out there. Come on. There we go. Oh, I gotta take this off first. Of course. Now I can take the plate off. Alright. Let's add these parts back on. We'll get the used one over here first. And then we'll get the new one here. Get our rubber bushing. Okay. Gotta go over here. No. Gotta go over here. Get these bad boys off. We gotta replace all these right here. Oh, except for the spring plate. Spring plate's good. I don't know about this rubber bushing. Yeah, that rubber bushing needs to be swapped out. We'll just give them a new rubber bushing anyways. They're super cheap. Alright. To the front. Alright, what do we got here? We're going to have to probably take this tire off, right? Yeah, we're going to take this tire off anyways. Okay. Let's take this tire off. All we need to do is swap out the 1 rubber bushing there. 1 spring plate. Oh, sorry, 1 front spring. And then our wheel hub bearing right there. Okay, so front spring right there. Our outer tie rod. Oops. Outer tie rod. Wheel hub bearing. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting these guys back together. Oh, no, no wheel yet. No wheel yet. I'm just going to put new ones in there because I don't want to get yelled at for getting the wrong one in there. Okay. Front exhaust section, front exhaust pipe, front exhaust pipe. Hello, hello. What's going up, Jay? Not much, just doing excuse me, doing some story order cars in the old car mechanics. Oh, and the new car mechanic simulator. Not much, not much. Oops, nope, we're not giving you the brand new drive shaft. That's for the other car. Give me this one. Yeah, actually I am. It's a lot of fun. I played the first car mechanic simulator. I really enjoyed that one. There's a lot of new things that they added to this one, which is kind of cool. I mean, if anybody who's interested in simulators and things like that, this is a game that's right up their alley. Especially if they're into into cars and things like that. It's not, I will say it's not super in-depth as far as electronics and things go. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a good game. Oh, for sure. It's a huge step up from 2018. I do like the fact I've heard some people kind of gripe and complain um, about not having the um, the third car lift. You know, how in the first one you used to have 3 car lifts. Well, I mean, I rarely use that third car lift anyways. You know, I always had just 2 cars going back and forth. Alright, so we got those 2 rubber bushings need to be swapped out. I think... Was that a lower suspension arm it was? Bottom suspension arm. Okay. Boom, boom. Yep. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do like the outside. That was a huge thing that they did. Actually making it look like you have your own garage was really good on their part, because the old one was just, you know, you were just in, you know, like you were inside. You didn't have like an outside area. You know what I mean? And it was very dark. You know, it always seemed like you were working at night until you went out to like the test track or something. All right, let's check and make sure we don't have our bottom suspension arm yet, but that's fine. I'm actually wanting to see if we have any more rubber bushings. Okay, so we do have 1 more rubber bushing, 2 more rubber bushings. So it's probably going to be this guy down here. So let's go ahead and grab 2 more rubber bushings just to be safe. Have you progressed far in this game, Jay? Have you done a lot of the story missions or anything like that? Yeah, the lighting is great, and I like just the outside, just the fact that you have to walk places to get to like your paint shop, to get to like your test path, your car wash area. That's like it. I love the car wash area. It's a little bit tedious, 'cause yeah, you got to wash your car and stuff, but I mean that's what a simulator is, man. It's cool. All right, front exhaust pipe. V8 OHVC. I thought I swapped that one out. Oh, we have another rubber bushing here that we're missing. I just gave you that one. I just put a new one there. I'm super confused. Why is it telling me that one's not correct? Weird. Oh, nice. I noticed with the Nissan DLC, when I got it, I found a lot of R35s really early on, and now they're really hard to find everywhere. I don't know why. I don't have a lot of 3-starred cars. I've got one 3-starred Salem 1500 pickup truck that we call the sleeper truck, because it's got the supercharger 2-carb V8 in there, which is pretty gnarly. But it is not the fastest car that we have either. We have a if you watch my YouTube, I've got some. Why does it say parts to fix? Come on, man. What is going on here? Are you glitched? Are you glitched, good sir? I'm gonna buy you again. Unless it's a different rubber bushing that's not being swapped out. That's the one that's being wait, hold on. What are you doing? Oh my God, we've been swapping out the wrong one. Shoot. It's over there. Oh, you turd. All right. All right, that's fine. We'll go handle that in just a second. The Chrysler? Yeah, so there is actually the car is actually out there. It's not one that we rebuilt, but one of the streams that I have that's on my YouTube, I took an old Impala and turned it into a cop car, and we outfitted it with just high performance parts, nothing 3-star, and I think it's at like 1400 horsepower. It's absolutely insane. Like I was not expecting to have a car like that, but it was pretty freaking sweet. Let's go ahead and just get a second rubber bushing just to be safe here. I'm not going to sit here and have this computer tell me that I didn't do it right again, because I did it right. All right. Oh yeah, dude. If you, I might get a 3-star out the engine on that Chevy. The only thing that I have a little bit of complaint about is the ability to get a higher top speed with the transmission. Even if you get the transmission, like the aftermarket transmission, you still don't get like a 5th gear or a 6th gear, which is kind of silly, you know. But I mean, I'm not asking for a lot here with the game, but I think they did a really good job here. All right, so we got to do a wheel alignment. So let's go to our test path. Welcome, everybody. Hey, C, how are you? Oh yeah, the gearing is bad. I mean, you've probably noticed it with your 370. Like you were, especially having 3-star, because I just put performance parts all the way in. I didn't do any 3-star. Excuse me. I didn't 3-star a lot of the parts, and I mean, it was spinning tires all the way up to 4th gear. So I can only imagine what your 370 does when you're on the speed track. Oh, dude, 3-star takes forever. I know. I feel your pain. I 3-starred I had like 7,000 scraps. It's insane how much it costs to 3-star an item. It's ridiculous. All right, there's our first one done. We're gonna go grab our second one here. These are just some of the cars that I'm working on right now, Jay. It's I've got this Reptilia is completely restored. That's the bolt cape. That's the one that, you know, if you upgrade the supercharger, it gives you a whole lot of horsepower. But that's not the one that I have, obviously. This is the Salem 1500 truck. Not the one with the supercharger, but we have one also that has a V8 supercharger in it. But yeah, let's get this guy over to number 1, and then we'll pick up our story order car, our second story order car for the day. This will probably be. Oh, dude, I have a pretty nice collection, I would say. That's not my collection. These are all cars that I'm just gonna resell because I'm trying to get that trophy for rebuilding and selling 50. I think it's 50 fully restored cars, and I think we're at like 43. So those 4 cars out there are definitely going to be resold, and fully restored and resold. So that'll take us to 47. So definitely getting this game platinumed, and then after this we'll move on to another another simulator, probably. But definitely before that, I'll probably go through and showcase a lot of my collection, because I've done a lot of cars from like Fast and the Furious. I've done all sorts of competition cars. Or we'll take, like, we did one where we took two of the Jaegers. We did two Jaegers at the same time with us, one with stock body parts, one with aftermarket body parts, and had the stream vote on which one they wanted, and whichever one won, whichever car won, we kept that one, and then we sold the other one. So that was kind of cool. All right, so we've got camshafts, crankshaft. Well, the crankshaft, piston. Okay, so everything's going to have to pretty much come out anyways. 4 spark plugs, relays, a lot of electronics here. Oil filter, oil pan, radiator housing, fan, ABS pump, ECU type A. Okay, let's see. Change the oil, perform wheel alignment. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to hike him up. We're going to take this... Oh. Going to take the engine out. Well, actually, to take the engine out, we've got to drop down the... Take this thing... Actually, we're going to go ahead and go to... all we got to do is a wheel alignment, so let's just take him to a test path and do that now. Wheel alignment done. Super easy. Alright. Yeah, I think the next car mechanic simulator, they're definitely going to add more, or at least they should. I feel like they should probably open their, just like, I don't know, maybe open up a forum or something and say, hey, you know, what are some things you want to see in, oops, I have to go down to get that, sorry. What are some things you want to see in, like, the next car mechanic simulator, you know, and just like listen to their fan base, because I mean there's a lot of people that I know that, you know, have played this game or that have this game that have some really good ideas, but just doesn't feel like they're you know, maybe putting in enough effort to make this a more successful game. I mean, it's got a lot of potential to become a really good simulator, especially if, like, the 2018 simulator, you had so many sponsors. You know, you had so many DLCs for, like, Ford and Dodge and all these other cars, and it was like, you know, not like right now. Obviously, we only have Nissan, but I mean, I'm anticipating getting a lot more. The engine sounds do sound a little wacky, I will agree there. Especially like the high performance ones. I will say though, was it the V8 supercharger? That one sounds pretty mean. The one in the police car that we made, that sounds pretty mean. It's removed. Oh, gotta get that front exhaust section off. Dang it. We're gonna take the engine out first, and then we're gonna work on get all these electronics inside handled, because we got to replace that fan and stuff also, and then we'll work on the engine. Jay, are you trying to get the platinum in this game, or are you just enjoying the game as a simulator? And yes, I would agree. Having a multiplayer would be absolutely like just killer, you know, or not even just having a multiplayer, having some sort of campaign mode where you could, you know, work in a garage together, you know, so like for example, we both have a garage under the same garage name, you know, and then maybe get maybe like work towards like doing certain missions and things like that. That would be pretty sweet for sure. But even if they can't do a multiplayer, having some sort of like additional AI mechanic, you know, like a computer AI that you can give direction to, like, hey, I need you to break down the wheels on this car, right? Or take the wheels off and swap them out. Swap out the wheels and the rims, right? and he would take, it says, and like the AI would say, okay, I'll replace the 4 tires on this car. It's going to take 20 minutes, right? And it's 20 actual minutes, not like in-game minutes. So now okay, that car's tires are being fixed, but I've got 20 minutes before that's done. You know what I mean? That would be pretty sweet. And then like maybe the higher you level up, right? Maybe the higher you level up, the more AI mechanics you get, right? Or the larger your garage is, the more AI mechanics you get. That would be a pretty cool add-on. I don't know if they've ever talked about that or anything, but I think that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, like employees, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a super big motorhead. I do like cars, but I don't really have like a desire to build them from scratch or anything like that. It's a lot of work and a lot of money. That's why I play the simulator, because it's a little bit cheaper. All right, we got our fuse boxes. We got our fuse boxes done. So let's go ahead and turn those. Oh, our ECU. Where's our ECU? Where's it at? Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's missing. Our ECU is just... Oh, no, it's right over there. I thought it was down here. Okay, let's get this guy out. Put this new guy in. Dun, dun, dun. I don't think we have to drain any of the fluids. Everything else looks good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, nice. I think you're actually my first streamer from Australia. Yeah, Holden. I've played Gran Turismo. I know the Holden brand. Oh shoot, let's see. Get this ECU out. But yeah, like some sort of passive income would be pretty cool, or that's even an idea. Go into like this, for example. Go into the order section and find one of these and be like, okay, I want the AI or the NPC to fix this Fair Lady Z. And all it does is says, okay, it's going to take 25 minutes to do, and you can get like 10K, for example. It'll say like, okay, you'll get 10,000 credits, but because you had the AI do it, he takes 3,500 of the credits because you've got to pay him, right? So now you're getting less money by having the AI do it, but you're getting something done. You know what I mean? Like that would be pretty cool. I think we might be onto something here. If only Red Dot Games would watch my stream and hear all these ideas that we have right now. Someone get them on the phone. We got a way to improve this game. I have no idea what a Maloo UTE. I don't know what that is. What is it comparable to? Like, what brand? I know you said the Holdens were kind of like Pontiacs, which is interesting because Pontiac's not even a thing here in the States anymore. They're out of business. I mean, yeah, if you want to link it in chat. I don't think my bot will ban you. If it does, I hope not. Oh, Holden's out of business too? Yeah. Probably because it's Pontiac related, I'm guessing. Maybe, I don't know. We have to get the crankshaft off, right? We gotta take all this parts off anyways. We'll do this engine, and then we'll call it a stream, just because it's that first engine took a little bit longer than normal, but obviously I will be streaming tomorrow as well for more story order stuff. So don't hesitate to to join in on the fun. I'm trying to get as many story order cars as we can done, and I try and do all the story. I've done so far. I've done all the story order cars. I've done all the story order cars on stream because I want everybody to see the I call it the campaign mode. It's not really the campaign mode, but you guys get the idea. It's everybody can see the mission, so that if you guys are stuck on a mission and you're not sure what to change or anything like that, obviously you can watch the story order cars. Unfortunately, I didn't really keep track of the number, so I don't know what number this is. So I'm basically just waiting until we get the trophy where it says time for a vacation, because that's pretty much the only way we're gonna know that we got it done. Oh, nice. I have to Google the Maloo. I'll Google it when we get done with this stream because I want to see what that car is. But yeah, Jay, I usually try and stream this definitely on the weekends, at least once during the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So if you follow me, you're more than welcome to. Oh wait, we gotta. We just took the engine apart. We didn't actually like put it back together. Yeah, so if you follow me here, I would say definitely try and follow me on YouTube as well, because I upload every game that I stream. I upload onto YouTube because Twitch here sometimes takes the videos down, which kind of stink. But that's just because I'm not like affiliated or whatever it is, whatever it's called yet. I don't have enough. I don't have enough followers yet, but. I do like having all these videos up, just because it gives people stuff to watch. All right, what about this crankshaft? We had to fix that, right? Yeah, that crankshaft is jacked up. All right, crankshaft for the i4, not the i4B, just the i4. There we go. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, the Chevy SS. Yeah. Is it kind of like that? We got. Let's just give this guy four pistons, 4 brand new pistons. I mean, it ain't even worth the trouble trying to figure out which one is which. Just replace them all. Rod caps, are these rod caps good? Yeah, the rod caps are good, so we'll fix those. Those are fine. We'll get the, that oil pan's definitely got to be swapped out, that's for sure. Yeah. Utes? Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I haven't seen one of those in a while too. Those things kind of phased out. That was those car pickup truck things were definitely a fad. Those like early 2000s, I think, when those were out. I think I don't know if they were trying to remake the El Camino, but they failed miserably. The El Camino cannot be replaced. That car is that's just a cool looking car. It's a fun, cool looking car. Alright, let's get an i4 oil pan here. I think we need an oil filter as well. Yep. i4 oil filter, and then I don't know what sort of mess we have for our. Okay, oops. We get our pressure plate and our flywheel. I'm pretty sure those were jacked up. I don't know if our clutch plate was messed up or not. It was, but we have some replacements anyways. Clutch release bearing, that one's good. Okay. Alright, let's get over here and let's rotate this engine, and let's go ahead and start putting some other parts on up here. Oops, no, we don't want to give you the 100% alternator. Yeah, the sedan in a truck, but with a supercharger on it. It's just goofy to hear that, It's like, oh yeah, this thing's a sedan in a truck, and it's got a V8 supercharger in it. And you're like, oh, geez. All right, what about these spark plugs? Ooh, yeah, let's replace all these spark plugs. Oh, we also need to replace the camshafts. Is it just... No. Added to list. I don't want to add... Oh, I just added 2 engine heads to a list. Whatever. Let's get this guy. Get this guy in here. Alright, and then our engine head cover, that's good to go. And then we'll check and see if our ignition plugs, our ignition coils need to be swapped out. Oh no, our ignition coils are good. I have rebuilt so many of these. I will say, Jay, if you are actually trying to go for the platinum in this game, the whole restoring and selling 50 cars, I would go to the junkyard and I would try and find your salvage cars and stuff. I would try and find anything that's a 4-cylinder, just because it's much quicker to rebuild the 4-cylinder cars than it is to rebuild the V8s and sell them. Plus, it's more cost effective. So if you're trying to go for the platinum here. But yeah, no, I'll tell you what. We'll do if you're on tomorrow, Jay. If you come watch tomorrow, I'll do a story order car or two. I'll do 2 story order cars, and then I'll show off a bit of my collection for you. That way you can see kind of what I've been building. It's not a super insane collection, but I mean, it's a few cars here or there. If you want to see a couple, if you want to come check out a few, for sure. V6 or V8. Oh, okay. Oh, with the LS engines in it. Nice. Sweet. Alright, so we'll get this guy finished. Yeah, if you're on tomorrow, for the stream tomorrow, we'll do 2 story order cars, and then I'll pull out a couple of, I mean, either a couple of Fast and Furious cars or the sleeper truck and some other stuff that we got done. And I did get into kind of like a Fast and the Furious kick, and made a bunch of cars that look like Fast and the Furious car. I mean, I tried to get them as close as I could, obviously, right? Because you can't really get as much of the graphics or the liveries or things like that. Fuel pump and fuel tank, radiator housing fan, and the starter. All right, no worries. Radiator housing fan. Oh wait, radiator housing fan. There we go. Okay, let's get this fuel pump on, and then we'll put all this other stuff on here. We need fuel tank and fuel pump. Fuel tank, fuel pump. Okay, get this thing done out of here. Oops, no, remove. Go all the way over here, put this exhaust on. Put this transmission on. Put these wheels back on so we don't forget them. I'm gonna have to Google these Maloos, man. I'm gonna Google these after this stream. That's definitely an interesting car. I really wish I mean, they do have quite a few cars here. I really hope that a lot of manufacturers take off and with this sort of simulator game and allow the licensing to to go through, because I think it would be cool to get like, you know, like the old 70s like Mini Cooper, like the really small one, you know, and like work on those things. Like those things are so cool. You know, little cars like that. I like getting vehicles from like junkyards and stuff in the game here, salvage cars, things like that, and just getting somewhat silly with them. You know, like putting really big rims on like an Emden Jaeger or something like that. It's kind of funny. All right, so we got these. Add the oil, wheel alignment. All right, so we're gonna add the oil, and we'll be done with this guy right here. Although I will say the next car that I probably 3-star would be, if I had to 3-star a car, would be probably the police car. All right, finish order. We are done. Yeah, boy. All right, let's put this guy back on the lift. You know what? I'll show you the sleeper truck. We'll do that. It's not our super fast, but it's our 3-star car, and then we'll call it a day. All right, parking. There's it. There it is. This is our sleeper truck. That is the very first car that we built with high performance parts. But that's it right there. Just your classic candy apple red Salem 1500, fully restored, all to 100%. But the reason they call it a sleeper truck is because we put a V8 supercharger in it, which is pretty ridiculous, and we have the upgraded supercharger. So this guy does, it doesn't tell you what the horsepower is. You have to actually set it on the dyno. It's 498, but it does, after performance bars, it does a lot. For me, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so 968 horsepower is not bad. It's just, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy this truck. It's just, it's so cool because it's like, oh yeah, you know, oh, it's just a pickup truck. And then you're like, well, it's actually not a pickup truck. You know, it's this thing will smoke you because it's got 968 horsepower in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of what that's our first car that we had here, the sleeper truck. But all right, I'm gonna put you back in the parking. But yeah, tomorrow, this obviously goes out for everyone. If you guys are in here, we'll do 2 story order cars, and then we'll do I'll do a little display of some of the cars that we've built. Every single car here that we built, these have all been rebuilt, and we're keeping. We're not getting rid of them. The Hinata Moon, yeah. The Emden, that's from the competition that we won. One of them is a custom build. One of them is another build. The Luxor Bowen is another one that we're keeping. That's a super goofy car, the Del Rey High Road. So if you're on tomorrow, Jay, I'll show you that Del Rey High Road. It's pretty sweet. But like I said, guys, let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and visit a barn because we do need to get closer to that trophy. So we're going to visit one barn and then we'll call it a day, because we usually end with a barn visit. Oh, it's 1 a.m. for you? Yeah. I do not have a Discord. Well, I have Discord itself. I don't have Ghost Dog Gaming Discord, though. But yeah, the Sylvia is a little disappointing. Actually, I don't think I rebuilt my Sylvia yet. I have to look at it. I know I have an S15 in there. Oh, hey, there's a fastback right there. How much do you want for this fastback, sir? Buy price is 25. Estimated value is 21. Nah, we'll pass on that. We already have 2 fastbacks. One's already done, and we're gonna rebuild the other one. Oh, nice. Yes, this is. Oh, I've been looking for this one. This is the Panther. Yes. All right. We're gonna buy this one for sure. We're gonna keep this one. We're gonna make this one look like. This one's gonna look like the BMW M3 GTR from Most Wanted. We're keeping that one for sure. Oh, and we got a Supra. Look at that. Nice little Supra in here. We can probably buy and resell that one, so we'll hold on to that. How much does he want for it? A lot? A little? Oh my god, 35,000, but he wants 41. All right, fine, whatever. Put that in the car parking. We're not gonna buy the fastback. We already have 2 of them. Yeah, I feel like the DLC cars didn't really give that much exterior modifications, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I feel like they could definitely get a little bit more customizable here, with like getting some aftermarket teams, people that make aftermarket body parts and things like that, like getting them on board, you know, for certain things. I think that would definitely be, it would definitely get people hyped up. I mean, I'm already hyped up. I like this game anyways. Alright, so we got our... Oh, that one's missing a wheel, so we'll put you in the parking. Alright, so that's going to be it for the day. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, again, we will do 2 story order cars, and then we'll just go through, Jay, if you're here, we'll go through some custom cars, some ones that I've built. Thank you for coming. I am going to get these guys cleaned up and sold, and then we'll see just how close we are to getting our final, our 50th trophy for getting, selling 50 cars. But until then, guys, it's the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night, Jay, and everybody else. Have a good one.